Fancy's over here again, the 3-axle alignment and a lowering job. Man, Fancy's a bona fide street racer after that damn alignment there. Don't mind my little burnout light that I got on the dash when I was leaving the shop. I did a big old burnout. Now now the light's on, but that'll go out after I turn the ignition off. No, quite the difference. Fancy, I always shoot up that right tire. I couldn't really get more than like 120,000 miles out of it, and call it being, I guess, dumb or lazy. I just now decided to do an alignment on it, and wow, what a difference. It's just like these corners coming to our house, it just eats them up. It just drives so nice. I mean, look, it's got a crown in the road and it just goes straight. Before, I couldn't let the wheel go because it would just go right away. So we also pulled the blocks, which dropped at about 2.5 inches. So we'll do a walk around. You can definitely tell there's a little elevation change on them just by like standing in front of the hood. I mean, you guys might not be able to tell, but I will. I'll be able to tell. I guess you'll be able to tell looking at it from a side profile how the wheel gap is. It's a little bit less, but yeah, quite the difference. So before I could stick my hand in here all the way and not have a problem, and now I can only put about 2.5 fingers. Much better. Little altitude adjustment. That ride's pretty good, actually. No complaints. It's hotter than hell. We got service Fancy too. This is step 2. I'm gonna try without agitating it, see how these bugs come off. I think the key is maybe to pressure washing most of the bugs off and then see how this thing does. It's supposed to be touchless, so it would save a lot of time. Let's try it. Man, I'm gonna say that does a pretty good job. The bugs, when you hit them with the pressure washer, they just pretty much melt off. Now, obviously it's not gonna be you know, you're gonna have to put some elbow grease into it with the pressure washer because bugs are bugs, and there's a lot of them on there. I mean, you can see the visor and stuff and like the exhaust, but it works without agitating. You just gotta use the power washer to its advantage. Now, should you agitate? Probably, but I'm just kind of trying out a new step here, so I'm actually pretty impressed. Now let's do the rest of the truck. So I say that's not a bad wash for a touchless wash. It ain't perfect, but it ain't bad either. Cut most of the bugs off of it. All the bugs off the stacks. Yeah, not bad. Go in the house then. Dang. Yeah, it's 100 degrees out. Some guys like, oh, you're working on that POS Cummins again. Teaching me how not to buy one. Good, you don't need to buy one. Go buy yourself another pile of crap, and then you can work on it all the time too. Oops. Truck's due for a PM again, so that's what we're doing. We're switching to conventional Delo. No more Rotella. I got a supplier. I'm going to use it. Prefer the Delo. Much better oil. Wow. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't have a problem with the Rotella, but I hate how it smells. So, we got the truck jacked up. I'm going to grease our spring pins. I'm going to grease our king pins. This truck is very easily to service. We do have to look at the separator though, because I changed it. I think it's stuck in air because the level's not rising at all. So we're gonna have to undo this and take a look at it. Probably a bad pinched O-ring or something, but I'll change the fuel filters first. Filter. Almost full in the one bucket. And some other, well, I'm not gonna call him an idiot, but yeah. Anyway, he's like, oh, so you did the inside of the engine, but didn't do the outside. As in, yes, I'm gonna pay Cummins to replace every single O-ring and injector line and compressor and all this crap on the outside. An in-frame overhaul consists of the bottom end and the cylinder head. Fuel injectors, maybe. Sometimes turbocharger. First of all, I didn't even do the overhaul. The truck came rebuilt already. So, that being said, no, I didn't, dumbass. Who does that? O-rings fail. O-rings fail. But it's not that big of a job. And look, we're still holding good. So, there we go. Oh, it's California dust. Let's talk about all the leaky comments. Where's the leaks on this comments? Please tell me. Look, this thing has 811,000 miles on its original seal. So the only thing that's been replaced probably is the head gasket. Please tell me where it leaks. It's pretty freaking dry to me. So, yeah, it's not really leaking. But that's all right. If you don't pay my bills. Actually, this engine kind of pays my bills. I'm very impressed with it. I like it. I like these X15s. They're good motors. You guys hear me sobbing like a big old fatty? Man, I got done with the PM. The separator was giving me a fit. I changed that separator a couple weeks ago, but for some reason it wasn't filtering fuel. I'll make sure all our lights are working too while we're at it. And maybe we'll put the visor on tomorrow, huh? Looks good to me. Let's walk around the back. Oh, I'm tired. These 100+ degree days, man. And you gotta do stuff. It kills you. Looks good. Those aren't on. Just gotta grease the fifth wheel and she's done. I'll check that separator in the morning. I messed with it. I think it wasn't sealing and it wasn't really pulling any fuel, but somehow it was supplying fuel to the secondary, which is the engine mounted filter. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna go to Peterbilt. They're called Peterbilt, and I'm gonna ask them about the windshield washer reservoir because this one keeps cracking. It's getting worse, so my fix ain't working on it. And I can't really find one online for this truck. Every one I find looks different. And I'm sure I'll get this guy that'll be like, oh, you want such a piece of shit? Hey, I can't you? It's working on your truck. Well, this truck is 2020. It's a 2020 truck. Okay? 2020. This truck hauls the mail. This is how many chassis miles this truck has got. Okay? 816,360 in 3.5 years of service. Okay? This truck boogies. When you're on those kind of miles, things are going to wear out and you're going to have to stay on top of them. This truck, I try to stay on top of the most because this truck turns the most miles. So this truck needs the most attention. And yeah, I work on it a lot, but mostly it's preventive maintenance because I don't want to work on it when it's broke down. So we stay ahead of the game. That being said, we're going to replace that tank probably tomorrow if Peterbilt has it. And then we're going to park her down the road and give Tiny a rest for a couple more days before he's got to go back to work. Today's Sunday. I got done with my truck, Fancy. I got done with this truck since morning. We switched this over to Dello also. And yeah, The guys washed it. Michael and Katie washed it. I was thinking I was going to have to wash it. I was going to try out our new wash, which I tried out on Fancy. And actually, we washed Alice's truck in it. So I already know it works, but appreciate them washing this truck so I didn't have to because it's too damn hot. It's supposed to be hot 2 more days like this. Well, not as hot. It's supposed to be high 90s. And then Wednesday's supposed to cool down just in time for me to go to work. But it's all right because you get pretty sunsets like this when it's hot. Plus, I'm really, really fat, so I sweat a lot of this out, and I need that. It's a good-looking truck, though. Maybe next time I shall latch my hood. Onions! A little over a year ago, we were pulling a load out of here on the old Western trailer with my straps outside the rev rail. My old boy tarping his load. Probably won't be doing that for a while. I need me one of them pole saws. Alice is whining. Did it again.
I know. Let's see if they trim the ones down here.
I don't think these over here are a problem.
No, the ones by the house on the corner were a problem because they're sticking into the road. Yeah, they trimmed all these. That's so awesome. Look, because they used to stick into the road.
Yeah, they did.
They trimmed them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Let's just repave the road.
I know. I should complain about that too.
That might be a 10-year plan, though.
How long ago was that? Like a month ago or so? Maybe more?
Man, it was more
It's
than
been
that.
a while since I was last driving Tyler, so it had to have been a while, like 2 months ago.
Man, I should have pulled out in front of this guy.
Oh man, we're gonna be going slow.
Is it electronic?
I don't know. Way back when, I called the county and asked them if they would trim the trees back. Actually, you guys might remember that in a video because I had to stop recording because the county had called me about that. And they're trimming the trees back finally, and that's so rad. I'm not running Tyler anymore, and that was the truck that always would whack the trees with the stacks, but...
Mine's still whacked them.
Did yours? Well, then we're good. That's awesome.
Don't worry, Alice. Somebody will find something negative about this.
I'm sure. What are you doing?
Hey, Liz. Don't show them. Secret. Gosh.
Are you putting a herd bumper on Fancy?
Yes.
I knew it.
I told them I wouldn't.
I knew it.
You guys didn't think we were going to leave Tiny Dancer out of the game, did you? No. Visor.
We should have named Tiny Mary Poppins. I know, maybe I'll steal Tiny Dancer for my truck, and then this one could be Mary Poppins, because the door be Poppins. That tool seems pretty darn handy.
Somebody's like in the comments was saying that I should get an electric ratchet. I was like, I have one. I just keep forgetting to use it. Right here. Give it to me, baby.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. I was listening to that song the other day.
And all the girls say, he's pretty
Fly for a white guy. Give me my plastic.
You got it?
Oh, it's heavier than I thought it was. I need 2 hands. My daughter has a bling Bluetooth. That's awesome.
It was fancy.
It looks like it has less than my truck too.
It's the same.
Huh.
You set it down. Give me that silicone real slow. This doesn't. I don't need this. Give me that.
Why are you
You opened it. That looks so weird. Without the visor. Holy crap, I hate them without the visor. If you ever want to buy one of these Roadworks visors, save your money. Don't. Problem with it is they do not include any instructions. This is the 4th time I'm trying to flip these brackets around and trying to figure out how this crap's supposed to go. And it's really annoying. So hopefully this is how it's supposed to go now.
Actually, guys, it wasn't how it was supposed to go. So what we eventually figured out is best to do, and what we highly recommend, since they don't include instructions on this, and you cannot find instructions for this visor anywhere online, take the brackets and actually mount them up to the truck, then put them on the visor. Hopefully that tip could help save somebody a little bit of anguish. Not gonna lie, that was probably the worst experience of Martin's life. Yeah. Just have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that it's adjusted where you want it?
You don't. You have to try hooking up now.
We should both go to Siva at some point and do that.
Sure, you can find a trailer closer to Siva. Instead of driving all the way to West Sacramento.
Like, just find the random trailer in Valley Springs to hook up to?
Yeah.
That parks over there by the housing development? That won't be awkward. They'll be like, "You're stealing my trailer." I'll be like, "No, we're just adjusting this fifth wheel."
Because now that's supposed to go in, and then another over there is supposed to come out.
Well, you were able to release it at least. I couldn't do that before.
Yeah, we'll have to try it.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up,